Question 7 says, two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So what does concentric mean? Concentric means circles having the same center. So we have two circles having the same center and radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So let's first draw a figure for this statement. So let's say that this circle here, this is our first circle, the outer circle, which has a radius of, so it has a center O and a radius of 5 centimeter. So if I join O to any point on the circumference of the circle, this distance will be 5 centimeter. Okay, so the second circle we have is a circle with a smaller radius of 3 centimeter. So let's say that this circle, the second circle that I've drawn, this is our second concentric circle with a radius of 3 centimeter. So it has the same center O, but the radius is smaller. The radius is 3 centimeter. So if I join O to any point on the circumference of the second circle, so this distance will be 3 centimeters, right? And let's call the outer circle C1 and let's call the inner circle C2. All right, now let's go back to the problem statement. So it says, find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So we have a chord of the outer circle, the larger circle C1, which touches the smaller circle C2. So if you think a little bit, you will realize that you can draw infinitely many such chords. How? Well, just take any point on the outer circle. So let's take this point here and let's call it point A on the outer circle. And through the point A, let's draw a tangent to the inner circle. Okay, so like this, and cutting the outer circle again at, let's say, point B. So we have managed to draw a chord AB of the outer circle C1 which touches the inner circle, and let's label this point of contact of the inner circle. Let's call it point P. So you could have taken this point A anywhere and you could have drawn a tangent to the inner circle and you would have obtained a chord of the outer circle which touches the inner circle. So you can draw this chord AB in infinitely many different ways. Okay, now we have to find the length of AB. This is our problem, and to do that we make use of the fact that OP, if we join O to P, then OP must be perpendicular to AB. And why is that? Well, simply because AB is a tangent for the inner circle C2 and the radius through the point of contact P, which is OP, must be perpendicular to the tangent. So we can say that OP must be perpendicular to AB. And now the logic we are going to use is very simple. We are going to join O and A. Okay, and we are going to consider the right angled triangle OAP. So I'm going to highlight the triangle OAP. This is a right angled triangle because we just observed that OP and AB are perpendicular. So in this right angled triangle, we have the hypotenuse OA because OA is simply the radius of the outer circle C1. So OA is equal to 5 centimeters. We also have OP, this segment here, because OP is a radius of the inner circle which is 3 centimeters. So OP is 3 centimeters. So it's easy to find AP. And once we find AP, then we make use of the fact that AP is simply half of AB. And why is that? Well, because for the outer circle C1, OP is perpendicular to the chord AB, and we know that the perpendicular drawn from a center to a chord bisects that chord. So P is the midpoint of AB. So once we have AP, we can simply double that and get the length of AB. So this is the logic that we're going to use. Let's write it out now. So in the circle C1, in the outer circle, as we observed, OP is perpendicular to the chord AB. So in the outer circle, AB is a chord, and therefore we can say that OP bisects AB, and this means that AP is equal to BP, and both of these are equal to half of AB. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the length of AP by applying the Pythagoras theorem to triangle OAP, and from there we will get the length of AB. Alright, so in triangle OAP, the triangle that I've highlighted in the figure, we have AP square is equal to OA square. OA is the hypotenuse, so OA square minus OP square. Now let's plug in the values. OA is 5 centimeters, so 5 square minus OP is 3 centimeters, so minus 3 square. Now 5 square is 25, so 25 centimeters square, minus 3 square is 9, so 9 centimeters square, and 25 minus 9 is 16, so 16 centimeters square. So AP is 16 centimeters square, and now we take the square root. So AP square is 16, so AP will come out to be 4. So AP is 4 centimeters, and finally we will now simply double the length of AP to get the length of AB, because we observed earlier that AB is twice of AP, correct? So now we can say that AB, which is twice of AP, must be equal to 8 centimeters. So this means that the length of the chord AB is 8 centimeters. And if you draw any such chord, a chord of the outer circle which touches the inner circle, the length of any such chord will be 8 centimeters. Okay, so this is the answer for question number 7. To know more about how Cuemath can help you become a master of math, explore Cuemath Leap, a live online classroom program taught by highly experienced and committed teachers.